Wait, I know you.
Good job.
Oh, what happened?
Papas isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side. Get me mad, and I'll prank you. And not a little, a lot. Everybody around here is so serious.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Hey now, you be careful with that fire.
By sure, what do you want?
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn.
Hey,
Be careful.
watch it!
Halt!
Algrif won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
The Stormcloaks are finding
Don't be
victory
so
across the
sure of
land.
that. We've
Speak
intercepted
with
couriers
Garmon.
from Solitude.
It's about time they
The
turned their
Empire's
gaze
putting
from
a
the
great
heavens.
deal of pressure
I have
on
the
White
greatest
One.
respect for the Greybeards, of course. And the dragon attacks are... But the political situation is still delicate. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself... Alduin! And if it isn't true, well, then the fight to free Skyrim goes on. Either way, I don't see the use in talking to the... You speak truly, Dragonborn. Besides, it will be good to see High Hrothgar again. Yes. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us,
I'm not
he's
much of a
against us.
strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawl.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Wait, I know you.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee. If it's arms or armor you need, see Beyrand in Castle Dower. Bloody good blacksmith, that one. I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeard? Nah! Like any skill. God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
The Empress' cousin Vittoria
Watch
Vici is
the
getting
magic.
married soon. The reception will be public. Anyone in Solitude can attend.
Careful with that fire.
I remember you. You were at Helgen. Speak to Legate Ricka. I suspect we could use someone like you. I see. Then there's nothing further to discuss. The Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't... My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragon. I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks. Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council.
Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Baldruff.
Wait, I know you. The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. Can you believe it? Both Ulfric Stormcloak and General Tullius have agreed to go.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength. They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. Do you know the ancient Nord word for war? But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You are not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this earth.
Were you? Hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need...
Very well. You may enter. Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? Your chief Talos hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here.
I have every right to be in this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. I'm glad we agree on this.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be
We're
able
here
to
to
resist.
arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely
What would the
out of
Empire
character.
want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough! First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil, and threaten Ulfric's southern flank.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation on trust in your good name. But it seems you intend to favor Ulfric. I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Aldrin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
Damn Imperial arrogance.
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation.
This is our homeland, Tullius. All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say? Well said. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius. These are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces. Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karthwayston. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan.
I'm afraid there's a problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. All well and good, but did you know that he was Alduin's chief lieutenant in ancient times? Responsible for terrible atrocities. It's true that his crimes are long in the past, but justice does not count the passage of years. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering. I anticipated the problem while you were arranging this, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blade cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of Dragon. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist. Indeed. I'm no master of the voice. Like these. Odahvin, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
Ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this attack.
The difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can help here. Did you need something?
We have nothing to talk about until Parthenax is dead.
You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear.
I hope this truce gives you what you need.
We have nothing to talk about until Parthenax is dead. Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us. Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master.
Dremyolok. The blades are wise not to trust me. Onikan Niov. I would not trust another Dova. Dov Walan Farel. We were made to dominate. The will to power is in our... I can be trusted. I know this, but they do not. I have overcome my nature only through... No day goes by where I am not tempted to return to my inborn nature. What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort? Odaving will come to your challenge. Bozik, Krillot, he will not be able to resist your call. From the hill of the Dova itself, he will come. Sum Ark Mor...
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
We're ready, Dragon. May the gods what? As I promised. My men stand ready. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
Take care with those flames.
We're ready when you are. You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah?
Oud Abin!
We're ready when you are.
Oud Abin!
Steady now. Keep under cover until it's down.
Report to me, dragon.
like a bear in a trap. Zuubonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this. humiliating position. In Sir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free? Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one only this. You have the Thuum. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this. Aran, you wound me, Dova. Go and see for yourself. Zu ni bo norhet. I will be here, unless Alduin returns before you do. You have reconsidered my offer, Onikan Kron? You will release me, Rolan, if in return I promise to take you to Skuldafn and stop helping Alduin? Onikan Korav Gain Mirad, and you can trust me. Free me, and I will carry you to Skuldafn.
Incredible. Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
Very bad idea.
Surely you wouldn't miss a few scales, or a small amount of blood.
Jume, what are you doing back there?
I've got my eyes.
I'm still amazed that your plan worked. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna sit.
Wait. I know you. There's no mistake. You're a wanted man, and it's time. Well, your bounty is low. Alright, get out of my sight. But you're known to me now, scum. Remember that. I can't believe that worked. You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble to catch your funeral? Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again. Get ready to open the trap. This seems like a really bad idea to me.
Carry on, soldier. This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan.
All the gods.
Was nu? Ini dein Rufe Aspan. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Zukbrit Oth. I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaizal, your envy of the Dove will only increase. Amativ, Mubokotin Stinselok. This is as far as I can take you. Grifboth Akrin. I will look for your return. Or Alduin's.
Ah!